Hey girl, hey!
Hey girl, hey.
Hey, I'm Jamillah and I'm here today to offer 5 tips on becoming a stay-at-home mom.
And I'm a stay-at-home mom too. And I'm gonna do 5 ones. And I have 5 tips.
So if you're interested in all my tips, keep on watching. Alright girls, before I get into this, if you're new to my channel, take a minute, stop this video and subscribe, okay? Hit the subscribe button and then you're gonna ding that bell so you get all your girls' notifications, okay? All of them. Wait a minute, I'll wait. You got it? Okay, let's get into this. So now that I have been a stay-at-home mom for about 14 months now, going on 15, I just wanted to share a little bit of tips that help my transition go a little bit smoother. Before I stopped working and I knew that this is what I wanted to do, my husband and I decided that we would save my paychecks. So tip number 1, if you are a working mom and you're transitioning to be a stay-at-home mom, save your paychecks and live off your spouse's income. So then that way you can practice and prepare for living off of one income. So what we did do, it wasn't a lot of paychecks. I wish I had have started it sooner, but you know, I didn't know if I was going back or what. But we saved my paychecks, lived off of his paychecks. My paychecks became savings, and also this is what transitions into tip number 2 is eliminate any debt that you have. Now I know sometimes it is so stressful and it's a lot to take a huge lump sum of money and pay these things off, but you got to do what you got to do. So that's what I did. I stayed working until I was able to pay off a small loan that I had, and then all my paychecks went to any other debt I have, because your money is really going to have to go to sustaining and running your household. Those extra things, you don't want your money going to that at all. So whatever debt you can do, pay it down as much as you can and or pay it off. That will help you in the long run, whether you're staying at work or you're gonna stay at home. So tip number 3, if you speak sign language, this is 3, okay, is establish a budget. You have got to have a budget. I don't care who you are. I know Jay-Z and Beyonce, they got a budget, honey. So we need a budget. Okay, so you need to establish a budget, and I will do a separate video on this, like I said, once I get a little more comfortable, because it only been 14 months. I'm not a pro yet, okay? But knowing how much your rent and your mortgage is, utilities, etc., etc., etc. Those all factor into your budget. How much money you need for your vehicles, for maintenance, for any surprise things that happen, and gas, things like that. You have a budget. You don't go over this budget. Any extra money you have, you want to put it in your savings and emergency fund. And also, you know, if you want to, for example, I have money set aside that I have for if we want to do an activity or whatever, we can do that. But honestly, you guys, if you're going to make this work, you cannot be popping off. You know what I'm saying? You can't be at Starbucks every day. I mean, no shade. If you are, that's cool. But for my family, that's not an everyday occurrence. That's a once in a few couple of weeks thing. You know what I'm saying? But as, you know, career paths change and different incomes are coming in, then we can do. But you budget according to your needs, to your family's needs. Tip number 4. Along with the budgeting, meal planning. Meal planning, meal planning, meal planning, meal planning, meal planning. That goes hand in hand with budgeting. I don't know how many times I have overspent money on groceries and at the store by not having a meal plan and making a list, you guys. So if I know I'm making spaghetti, hamburgers, or stir fry, I'm putting that on my list, and everything, every ingredient that I need, I'm going to put that on my list. If I don't have it in my pantry. I'm going to shop my pantry, see what I need to replenish there. And then that's how I base my grocery list and my meal planning. So I look at my Pinterest, and if you want to follow me on Pinterest, it's Hot Glums on J Mommy. I'll leave that right here. I'll see what kind of things I want to try on there. I'll ask my husband what he wants. I'll ask my daughter what she wants, and then what I'm in the mood for that week or for that 2 weeks, and then go from there, and I'll make my meal plan. And I will also be having another video on that as well, so stay tuned, look out for that. So then that way you're not spending extra money you don't need to be spending, because it's a trap, you guys. It is a trap to get you to buy stuff that you don't need. But also bargain shopping is another thing. So meal planning, bargain shopping, I buy things from the bulk bins at Winco when I do go. I do look, I'm not a couponer, like that's a lot. And with the path that we have taken becoming vegans, a lot of stuff on there is not really vegan friendly. It's all processed, and we don't need that. But I will look through the ads and see what they have on sale, if it benefits me, benefits my family. But I'll shop different places. If you've seen any of my other hauls where there's this cute little Mexican market in my city, their produce is popping. If you are in Utah and you guys have a Rancho market, or I don't know if they have them other places, but buy your produce there because it's cheap. And places, you know, like Costco, buy your things in bulk. Budget, bargain, shop, because it will save you so much money. But if you are one of those couponing mamas, kudos to you, but I'm not one. And no shade, no tea. Okay. No shade, no tea. So my last tip number five is, okay, have a support group. I have an awesome support group, okay? And also find yourself a mama community. And so a support group, I have my family, and I have an awesome best friend, okay? So if you do need somebody to watch your children, even though you watching your children every day, you got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, also, we go to the library a few times a week, have play groups, and then far as a support group, sometimes you can find ones on Facebook of mama communities. I belong to a couple. They're local Utah ones. There is one, I think, on Facebook called the Mama Community. I don't know if it's all Utah moms or if there's other moms on there, but if you're on Facebook, check them out, the Mama Community, and just different things. You can talk to moms, ask questions that you may not want to ask your family, or you may not want to ask the doctor, like not crazy medical things, but just like different things. Like, is this normal? Did your kid ever go through that? Or I'm losing my damn mind, okay? Like, I need somebody to talk to. You want to go have a cup of coffee? You want to come over and have a cup of coffee? And like, you know, I'm saying, disclaimer, don't be inviting any and everybody in your home with your cheering, okay? Because, y'all, I gotta plug in my camera. Wait a minute. Wait, I had to change my positioning because I had to plug in my camera because I want to get this together. So if I'm crooked, sorry. There we go. So yeah, you don't want to invite any and everybody over your house, but it's nice to surround yourself with people that are doing the same thing, know what you're going through, and that you can bounce ideas off of, or questions or whatever. And, you know, get out of the house. One thing that I did all of last year was stay in my house. Of course, because, you know, during the winter season, that's what we do. We stay at home. I'm not trying to get my kids the Ebolas, the fluids, nothing, okay? We don't have time for that. Because you know how it is when you have a family, it hits everybody. Everybody in the club getting sick. Everybody in the club getting sick. I ain't nobody got time for that, okay? No. So, But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. Let me know what other tips you got. Leave them in the comments, because you know your girl like talking to y'all. And I'm revamping my channel, so I hope you enjoy it. But if you are new to my channel, please stick around and subscribe. And if you're one of my oldie but goodies, hey girl, hey. And I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.
tricks by my